The NBA playoffs tipped off a week ago and continue tonight with a full slate of games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern. CBS Sports national columnist Bill Reiter joins me now to break it all down. Bill is also the host of Reiter Than You. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Vlad, good to be seeing. What's going on?
All right, so let's start with the NBA playoffs. The Cavaliers came back from a huge deficit against the Pacers with the help of a heroic effort from LeBron James. So, can the Pacers slow down the Cavs at all, or we're talking sweep here?
In a word, it is over. It's the first time that a team has won a 7-game series in 3 games. LeBron James single-handedly broke the will of that Pacers team last night, Vlad, and Paul George continuing to throw his teammates under the bus afterward all adds up to it's all over but the shout, and there's a game left. Cleveland will win it. The Pacers are done.
All right, let's talk Celtics. The top seed in the East are now down 2-0 against the Bulls. How worried should the Celtics be?
Yeah, this is a really interesting series. They should be extremely worried. Obviously down 2-0 and losing those first 2 games at home is a huge problem. There's the Isaiah Thomas situation. Their superstar tragically lost his sister before the opening of the series, the day before the series began. It's clearly impacted his play. But some good news for the Celtics today. Rajon Rondo, the former Celtic and the Bulls point guard who's played extraordinarily well in this series for Chicago, is out with a fractured thumb. It sounds like reportedly he'll be out for the entire series. You don't want to be down 2-0 when you're the number 1 seed and you've given up home court advantage. But this is certainly a little bit of a glimmer of a hope that they can at least try to have an advantage going into Game 3 and get that momentum back.
Absolutely. All right, now to this real shocker. The Milwaukee Bucks, they are blowing people's minds by leading their series with the heavily favored Toronto Raptors 2-1. Is this for real?
It is. Here's my hot take of the moment that I think is going to become a hard and cold fact in the next few years. I think the Milwaukee Bucks are the future of the Eastern Conference whenever LeBron James and the Cavs give that up a couple years from now. LeBron's obviously got several years of greatness left, mainly because their star in Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, the first player in NBA history to lead his team per game in points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and steals, is a rising superstar. He really is. We've all known it. We all sort of knew in the NBA it was coming. Nobody thought it would happen this quickly, and nobody thought we'd see a Toronto team that made the Eastern Conference Finals last year and played the Cavs tough get not just beat down but humiliated in a Game 3 like last night where Milwaukee took that 2-1 lead. I think it's very real, and I think it's the beginning of Milwaukee in the years ahead, Vlad, being really good and really dangerous.
All right, Bucks dynasty in the future. Let me get your hot take on the NFL. The draft is just a week away now. Who do you think is going to get the honor of being the first overall pick chosen?
Yeah, I'm going to go opposite hot take here. The answer, Myles Garrett should be the pick by the Browns if they know what they're doing, the defensive end out of Texas A&M. But history has shown us the Cleveland Browns almost never know what they're doing. So it may be a quarterback. And while every now and then there are QBs, Andrew Luck, a lot of guys spring to mind, who at the number 1 pick are literally franchise-changing players, there is not one in this draft. And with all respect to Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback who seems to be the consensus pick, if you take someone with that number 1 overall pick, it could be him. I just think, Vlad, Cleveland's history and the history of quarterbacks drafted 1 or 2 failing all add up to the fact that Browns need to not look to do the sexy, exciting thing, be boring, be normal, and take the best player on the board, and that's certainly Myles Garrett.
Interesting. No, what's the guy from Miami, David Njoku? You don't like him?
Yeah.
The tight end?
He's good, too. I mean, for my money, like, Myles Garrett is the best football player on the board. And the Cleveland Browns, and I don't want to hate on Cleveland, my wife's from near there, so I got to be careful because happy wife, happy life. But Cleveland is so bad. Literally every position on the football field on both sides of the ball, they need help. You take the best guy on the board. For me, it's a no-brainer. That guy is Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yeah. I mean, defensive ends, man, I always think you either get somebody like an LT type or you get like a Hugh Green. Remember Hugh Green?
Oh,
that's old school. That's how old I am.
I like it.
I bring the 70s knowledge here. Bill Reiter, thanks so much for being with us, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Vlad.